Real Salt Lake back in training here at America's First Field, coming off a bye weekend in Major League Soccer on the backside of a 3-3 draw at home against the Philadelphia Union. Next up, a nationally broadcast match on Fox Sports 1 this Sunday at home against Toronto FC.
We're going to have a really busy summer, and I would have loved to be able to mix a rest weekend in there. But it is what it is, and you know, we're not the only ones that have to deal with it, and we have to prepare. You know, and we were able to get seven guys 90 minutes with the Monarchs, which was a positive. We were able to stay back and get a lot of fitness at altitude for the other guys, which was key because we had been away for so long with preseason. So I think we're in a really good spot.
From our perspective, we went all the way through preseason, you know, had 2 games, and, you know, anytime you can get a weekend off and a nice little rest, I think that's good. Good for the bodies, good for the mind, and good for this week to come out with a clear head and focus on Toronto.
Looking forward to it. Yeah, when you don't play for 2 weeks, it feels like a long time. And then also with this being on a Sunday rather than Saturday, that extra day is going to be weird, just chilling on a Saturday night. Definitely looking forward to the game, but also at the same time, we've got to be careful that we don't come out too aggressive and get sent off early like I got myself sent off last year when we had the World Cup break. So definitely going to have that in the back of my head more so than anyone else's. So yeah, looking forward to it though.
Toronto FC coming off a bye weekend as well on the backside of a 2-0 loss on the road at the Columbus Crew. So far, Greg Vanney and company have started off with a win on the road in Vancouver, a loss on the road in Columbus, but this is a team that's been decimated because of red cards, injuries, and U.S. men's national team call-ups.
They really attack with 4 players and defend with 6, and their formation is a little bit different. Not quite sure what they're going to throw out. They've been trying some new things during preseason. You know, it looks like a 4-3-3, but with the movement of Giovinco, it changes, and you have to be, you know, good with the ball, and then in good spots when the ball does turn over.
You definitely want to keep him with his back to goal. You don't want him to run at you because you know he's got speed. You don't want to give him any runs in behind or space like that. Try to be on top of it communication-wise so it's sorted out early as opposed to later and it's too late because you know you can't catch up with him. Fast players, you know, play hard as always.
He's intelligent. You know, his movement's fantastic. You know, he shows up in a lot of different areas of the field, and if you leave gaps open, he'll find them, get it, and turn and go at you. So we have to be extremely mindful of him. But if we're good with the ball, that will, you know, nullify anything he can do with it.
Jeff Cassar and company, without the services of Alvaro Sabarillo with Costa Rica, Elias Vasquez with Guatemala, Nick Raimondo with the U.S. men's national team, and Luis Gil and Boyd Aquino with the U.S. men's under-23 national team.
Really excited for them to represent their countries. It's a huge honor. We look at it as an opportunity to get some minutes to some guys that really deserve them here. Toronto's in the same boat as we are, as well as a lot of teams in the league, but it's an opportunity.
We're all professional athletes because we want to play in the game, so anytime I get a chance to do it, you know, I'm definitely take it one game at a time for sure, especially when you're in my position. But I'm definitely excited and looking forward to getting out there on Sunday. You still get the nervous butterflies and the whole thing, but I think everyone gets that before every game, so it's just about trying to stay focused and keep training, and this time I knew that it was coming as opposed to a lot of the other times, so it's good to have that, and I kind of knew that my preseason would end at the end of this week, so that's good to look forward to.
We're set up really nice. I like our lineup that we think we're going to go with right now, and our substitutions, and if Pekka can get healthy and be available, that's great. John Sturzer had 90 minutes with the Monarchs and did a great job in that game, and that's exactly what those games are for us. Is getting guys valuable minutes and experience, and then it's going to be a busy calendar year, you know, and we're going to have to rely on a lot of people this year, making sure everybody's sharp.
RSL hosts Toronto on March 29th at 5 o'clock. Get your tickets today.